Okay, we're gonna do Libra. What's up, Libra in the dudes? How you doing? Are you doing great, love? How y'all doing? I play too much. I want to tell y'all thank you for coming to my channel. You are cared about and you are thought about, but remember, loyalty is very important. Don't go with just love. Loyalty first, because if you can't trust somebody and when you close your eyes, then that ain't the person for you. It's just my advice, and that's how I play it. I'm not giving advice to no one. That's my opinion for myself. If you listen, that's on you. Because, baby, I give out knowledge, but I don't make nobody take it. So, if y'all don't want to listen, it's time to go. But anyway, names might come out, and this is allegedly what comes out. We're not going to, this is what the message is. What are we talking about today that I need to tell Libra of great importance? Something about retirement time. Something about retirement. We also have retirement and conspiracy theories. Retirement and conspiracy theories. And someone named Mark could be involved in this, allegedly. Let's see what else comes out. It said something is meaningful. Something is very meaningful. Something is very meaningful, helpful, I guess. In other words, it's helping. It says something about watch out what you're putting in your body, y'all. Y'all need to watch out because they're tampering with that. So that's another thing. It says allegedly reptilians are shape-shifting into human form to hide their true identity. So there's reptilians out there using human skin, but they're not who they say they are, allegedly. This is allegedly. And someone has been cloned, family and friends. Evil underworld did it for the devil. I call justice and judgment for this. Somebody's family been cloned and everything, and I ask justice and judgment for this, because if this is connected to someone, an earth angel or someone or me, I ask for justice and judgment, because they have no business cloning us and replacing us without us knowing the real truths and being mind controlled to sign papers. Somebody could have some big lips. Yeah, see this message here. They clone family and friends. It says don't get in that car with that man or lady, because watch out, somebody's a Killer. You need to watch out. Don't get in the car with this man or lady. Someone here, receipts and proof, show me. You need to ask them to show you proof and receipts. Don't get in no car with nobody until they show you proof. It says, because vampire needs more blood. So this vampire needs more blood. So be very careful, allegedly. It says something about somebody was hiding and plugging into your internet connection, trying to hack your system. I say justice and judgment on that, because they ain't got no business getting in people's system in their life. So I call judgment and judgment. It said you are an amazing person inside and out. Thank you. Somebody was blocked out your life. Things happen for reasons. It said you need to be on American Idol. Oh, that's so sweet. It says quality, because you have quality. It says magnetic, unexpected pull, you be resisting. You try to resist the pull magnetic that you have, because violence will not help you, because violence ain't going to help you. Somebody says, hell no, violence ain't going to help you at all. It's going to make 444 you be back where you started. It says entrapment with a pregnancy and money. No, this person's not going to get trapped, because that somebody wants to get in those roles and make you have one of them big bellies. So if you don't want it, don't be doing nothing, because somebody's trying to hope you, because they're trying to learn your worth. See, you got to learn your worth. You got to know your worth. Because it's a young childhood. Y'all can play playful, childhood, go back in time, somebody named Charlotte, allegedly, something about somebody named Charlotte, names come out, but it's allegedly. It says somebody was projecting future in days and weeks and months. They were doing projection work on you, allegedly, to make you off track. somebody with an N or M in their name, allegedly. Something about school bus. Watch out for somebody that the school bus. I called just there's somebody that drives the school bus and they have some mental issues, and that's not gonna happen. I called just a judgment. They don't need to be riding no bus, and they doing things to kids. I call justice and judgment on that. It says, tell the truth, evil man and lady. This person somebody don't tell the truth, because they don't want to talk about that $1 million they owe you, owe somebody. But emotions are going to be running deep, though. They're going to be running deep, though. This says, family and friends came together to hire a hitman to take you out, allegedly. Justice and judgment on that. It says, I left you because I have demons that told me I sold my soul. Well, you sold your soul, you should know how to get your soul back. Because first of all, ain't nobody make you do nothing. It says, to my wife, my love for you is never ending. Love you forever. Oh, thank you. I love you. My deceased husband, if that's a message for me, I love you. But anyway, let's get to it. Somebody that they ran out or whatever they said because they sold. You have to do what they say, but the thing is, was it worth it? That's what you need to ask yourself. Was it all worth it? Tear your whole self up because of fear, because a lot of it was fear. See, a lot of this, people try to scare you to selling your soul, and you go for it because you're scared. You don't know how to battle. You don't know how to stand up for yourself, allegedly. You don't know how to just take things like a grain of salt and just, because your demon's within you. See, sometimes the demon, these freaks mind control you, first of all, to get you to sell. Because some people don't sell their soul because they don't understand what they're doing. They're doing it because out of anger. But if you got somebody mind controlling you to sell your soul, that contract is non and void. Now, they ain't going to tell you that, but that contract is not valid because technically, you need to call back your energy and your power and call back your things back to your vessel and ask Most High to protect you and go back, and it's time to change your life. It's a choice. You can stay trapped and be somebody's prisoner, or you could wake up to, hey, if that person, all of them get together, I can make some changes on what I done, because I don't want to be stuck in something that's going to cost me worse. It's going to be bad for some people, but you do what you want to do. It's your life. Me don't stop nobody from being a fool. That's a choice. I always said that. Like, share, and subscribe, but you better think before you do it.